Okay, where was I up to? So, we just spoke about this. We just spoke about bringing in Moose and Rooney. And I need to get my pen up. Is there anyone who's watched the video remind me where I was up to? I'm pretty sure I was up to... I think I spoke about Moose and Rooney and what they brought to the team. It's kind of hard for me to talk about this because we kind of just won. But I'll try and go in depth in the vetoes, the thought process, and how we were thinking when we were coming out of the game. But we basically thought we were the best team in the world. So we had a lot of confidence. We were winning scrims. Our map pool felt like literally our map pool was like this in our heads. It could have even been like this. Like we genuinely thought we were insane on every map. But you don't actually know until you play matches. In my head, I don't know if Googly's in the chat, I don't know if he agrees, but Bind was not up here for me. Bind was like probably back here, honestly. I didn't think Bind was as high as what we thought it was, but we were winning every scrim pretty convincingly. But it just, for me watching, it looked like it had weaknesses. Sunset should have actually been up here, but we had it further down. I think just because we thought other maps were better, but Sunset was actually probably over the whole year. Sunset was probably one of our best maps, if not the best map. Lotus was a bit up and down. Icebox was always good for us. Ascent, I don't know what was going on with Ascent, but in scrims, we were great. We'd get into a match, we'd lose pistol, our heads would go, and we'd just get snowballed and lose. Split was also very good for us. Split was actually really good for us, but it was our permaban in kickoff. So going into this, our permaban was Breeze, and the rest of the maps were pretty good. They were pretty good. First map against Lev. First match against Lev. We banned Breeze. They banned Split. We picked Icebox, which we were super comfortable on. They picked Sunset, which I'm pretty sure we were surprised by, but we were happy with. And then Ascent got left, which I can't remember what our feelings about that actually was at the time. But yeah, we went into Icebox and we just didn't play. We just didn't play how we do in scrims. I'll see if I can find some rounds, but like we were so passive. We weren't taking control in scrims. We were up in here. We were fighting all the time. We had no map control here. We had no map control here. Like we were just super passive. But in scrims, we were aggro. We went like this. I think it was just first match of nerves, and we just allowed Lev to do whatever they wanted to us. Like they just got to lurk up. If they wanted to hit somewhere, they could hit somewhere. Like it really didn't matter. Like I don't know, it just felt very nervous, and they just got to do whatever they want with us. Couldn't tell you what I said in my pause. No idea. Not a clue. Probably to play like we do in scrims. Like 90% of my pauses in the first map. To go aggro, probably. That's why we're going aggro. We felt like we got anti-strat here without them knowing. And I don't know what happened, but this round, like you'll see, Aspas, maybe he's just the smartest player in the world. I don't know, but he goes straight back to here and just destroys Oxy, and we had no idea. So whenever we had Silver ult, what we would do is we would push like this, and we would get our Silver here, and we'd have this set up. And as soon as Viper sees anything or Lambot goes off, we would Silver ult from here up like this, and we would do that in every scrim. And then we get into the match, and it was like they knew. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've never had anyone do this to us before. But fair play, honestly. Like, we've never had anyone do that to us. We instantly fall back. And then we just fucked. And Aspas just had his way with us, bro. He just had his way with us. But yeah, it just didn't feel like us when we were in this game at all compared to scrims. Like, Icebox was by far our best map. We didn't really lose on it, and then we came in, we lose this, and I was like, oh fuck, this isn't looking good. But we just reset. We didn't care. We were like, whatever, it's first map. C9, we don't win first map. And then we go Sunset, and this is where they play two weird comps, bro. And I don't know what's going on. They had Aspas on Phoenix, and we were like, okay, what are they doing? Like, we loaded in, we seen Aspas on Phoenix, and we were like, it just gave us confidence. It was like we just knew we were going to win. And basically the exact same thing happened the next map. We loaded in, we seen their comp, and we went, okay, what the fuck are these guys doing? Like, it just gave us confidence. Whether we were good on the map or not, as soon as we seen these two comps, this comp just gave us instant confidence. Like, Aspas not being on Jet or Raze was just instant confidence for us. And then this one, we just spoke about their comp and what it could do and how we're supposed to deal with it. It was basically just, we're going to struggle to get out of choke points first, so we have to pull rotations. And then their attack, if I remember I paused somewhere and I was like, guys, just take B main from them. Just put Oxy on B main. Or just like get aggro into them on one side and then make them come into the other side. Like, funnel them into the other side. But yeah, this was a crazy game. This round was a bit controversial. We were playing slow. I think I paused. I was like, we just play slow, pull rotates. And we kind of knew what they were doing every round. And then here we went super fast on the last round when we'd just been playing slow. And this isn't on anyone who's called it or ever, but someone should have said like, no, like, let's go slow. But we went fast after winning a bunch of rounds. I can't remember where it was. We were playing slow, and then we went fast here and we lost, and then here we played slow again, and then we went fast again. But we should have just kept going slow again. But yeah, there's not going to be much to talk about on this one because we win every game. So I'm just going to try and refresh, and if you guys want to ask questions, you can ask questions. But after that game, how were we feeling? We were pretty fucking confident that we just beat one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league. Why can't I go to my thing? And going into the EG game, we had no doubt we were going to win this game. Tech poses are people that's no, you're not allowed to talk about the game. Going into this game, we just beat Lev. So we just beat Lev, who were the best team in the league. We thought we were winning this for sure, hands down. Like, there was not a doubt in our mind that we were going to win this game. And the only doubt that ever creeped in, again, was the first map. It didn't matter if we picked the map, if they picked the map. We would just lose first map. And even here, we should have won this. I can't remember. I haven't got my notes with me for this match, but I know for a fact we threw on this. We weren't just playing standard. We could have just went B pretty much, C pretty much every round if I remember. We were allowing. We knew Apoth would lurk, so we were punishing that a lot on our defense. But then on our attack, let's skip through it. Let's have a skip through it. Let's see. We did our pistol, our cheese pistol. So what we would do on this pistol, which was super cheesy, was we'd have the Viper lurk out and come to here while we're hitting B. We'd have 2 KJ mollies on the spike. And then Viper would throw a molly and an orb from here that would land on it, and we would just have mollies on the spike. I can't remember if we fucked it up or not. But this pistol would never lose in scrim. It would never lose. There goes the orb. You can't see it because my camera's over it, but I'll go back a sec so you can see. He would throw the orb from here. We'd have mollies on. Pop them a little bit early there, but... Oh, we do lose it. We do lose it. And we had a conversation about this, I think. I'll tell you what went wrong. So here, we've got the mollies, and we still have a molly to come and the lurk. So the mistake here was in this fight here. Moose should have just ran away. So like Moose shouldn't swing. Like in theory, they're like let's double swing, but we shouldn't double swing because all Moose has to do is run away and hide here. But they're saying to each other, let's double swing them, let's fight them together, which is good most of the time. But if Caleb just runs away here, they have to push out to clear him while a molly's going on, while a lake's coming through, and they can't deal with him. These just had to make it as hard as possible for them to deal with them. Like Vanity had to hide here, Moose had to come back, they had to come push. So what should be happening here is we probably should have threw a molly here and broke this trip. And we probably should be getting a little bit more info here. And then we should break C trips. And then we can basically do everything. Like we took C, we've opened the door, they're scared of front B if we break this trip. We break these trips, break the cam. This is still enough pressure, but not breaking these two trips is a little bit silly from us. We should open this door and we'll go back to C. So this is a good round. Could have been better if we broke the trips, but it's still a good round.
Players from C because he was the only one that scaled forward to hit the door. They saw so much utility on that side. For EG, now down a member into Waterfall. 3 players go there. Super EG get back in here. It's gonna be a full flood into Waterfall. 3.
This is things that cost us later in the season. So we don't want to put Oxy on a leash. We want to let him take fights. Someone told him to fight here. I don't know if Googly can remember. I am pretty sure we had a conversation in VOD review and we listened and someone told him to fight, but he doesn't need to fight here. He still has nade, he has Roomba, like he doesn't need to fight. And these kind of fights cost us in the season later on. We got punished for them.
Superman gonna slow play the main, but a good spam kill starts things off well for EG. He's having a flash over. No util. His job just to fight.
Like we still had flash, he could have played here. When they start coming out, he flashes, then he peeks, he drops his nade. Like there's so much we could do. We didn't have to fight. Then we pop our mollies early when Eric's still fighting on site. This is face map, by the way. This does not happen. None of this happens if it's not face map.
Standing off site, relying on this spam, this spray to get it done. Vanity's TPing up top. Ridiculous scenes, and now they just
like the fact we lose that round is criminal. Like how? Tell me, how do we lose this round? Like this isn't possible. Nade, Molly, Flash is coming back. Molly's on spike. But this was face map. This was our face, and this is why after face maps, right, slowly through the season, right, people got annoyed with, like fans got annoyed with how honest my interviews were. But I would watch this happen, and I'd be like, okay, guys, it's fine. It's face map. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's go next. Like I wouldn't bother. Then it would happen again the next week. Then it would happen again the next week. And we're trying, all in the time, we're doing warm-up scrims, we're playing games beforehand, we're not doing anything beforehand. Like, we're trying different techniques, we're trying playing with tennis balls. So we are trying things, but we couldn't figure out, but, you know, eventually I'm going to, like, see these mistakes, and I'm going to get more annoyed and more annoyed and more annoyed. And as the season goes on, you just get, it just gets to the point where I have to be brutally honest, boys, and just be like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we're not playing like us. We need to step it up. Wouldn't be surprised if I ecoed. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I paused.
Calling a timeout.
And honestly, I wouldn't have been. I was never angry in pauses. I think I got angry in one tack. I'm never angry in tacks. I probably said here, like guys, we don't need to go for peaks. Let's play our post plants. Like we've worked on our post plants. Let our util do the work for us. Let's play how we do in scrims. Like it's not even like a tactical pause. Like this is what I'm saying. Like most of my pauses this year, especially the first pause where it's like this, it's not even a tactical pause. I got nothing tactical to say here. I just need to make us come back down to earth and just be like, okay, let's start playing the game. And then maybe I'll call like something with the stingers. You re-clear. I mean, we should just go kill Joylte. In theory, that's what we should be doing right now. It's not what we're gonna do. We should 1000%. If we have this control here, they have a Viper roll down here. We should just keep it simple. Just kill Joylte. Just kill Joylte. Just take A.
Split gonna be a bit problematic for C9. Moose has the lockdown and he's actually gonna slam it. Alarm bot will stop anyone from flooding forward.
They're going back.
This is good. This is really good, actually.
Hanging out towards Rubble, already on the rotations.
30 seconds left.
So this is where, when Ant is in the zone, like for me, I just keep it simple here. I ulti. But when Ant is in the zone and he's calling things on the fly like this, and he has a read and he's knows what he wants to do, he'll call things like this on the fly.
Playing a weak A site.
And when he's in the zone, they'll win.
So now they can get that pivot going to A.
They've re-cleared B, they've re-cleared C, they know this is an A hit coming in. These players have actually caught it great timing. Supa is re-cleared B, they've re-cleared C, they know this is an
Again, something that I don't think this one's as bad, but something that cost us games. People just taking ones a lot. They also won us games. They cost us games.
Supa is stalling out. He still has his paranoia. Plant coming down from the wingman. 10 seconds for him to accomplish that goal, and he's dead.
10 seconds left.
Spike on the ground. Georgimo swinging forward. Derek paired up with him.
Spike down.
The synergy is there.
To be honest,
What a reply.
we shouldn't have lost this round.
They know this is an A hit coming in.
This is the kill. This is the one. The same as think about the post plant. What was the kill that really fucked us? It was the Oxy going for this. This one is Rooney going for this. But in theory, we did start working on these. But yeah, they're the things that really cost us rounds. But again, like I said, we could have just ulted here. When we had all of this space, we could have just ulted here and we'd have been fine. We were very good through the season at like these type of rounds, right? Like this is what got us a lot of wins, is stuff like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of chaos going on. Omen's ulted here, died, Oxy's trade, he's flicked, he's killed this guy. Then we've got fucking a Viper ult going down from Rooney. They've stopped the wingman planting. We've got a rocket assassin on us, but we would always like make the right choice. We would make the right choice a lot of the time. And we were very good in chaos. It was something we tried to lean into doing more of. And then like all the analysts would watch us and they'd be like, oh, C9 are really bad, like they don't know what they're doing, they play like really, it's just chaos, it's muddy men, all of that stuff. But it's like, bro, that's what we were good at. So you're in the middle of a split and it's like, okay, what do we do? Do we lean into what we're good at, which is dragging teams into the mess, dragging the chaos in, or do we try fix everything mid-split? And we try go super structured, try and fix everything, make it look nice and pretty. Like, no, we don't, because we're just going to lose, which, honestly, is exactly what happened in Split 2.
This means Oxy is now isolated, or at least he was until Rooney finds the time.
Most normal attack side Lotus round here.
Ridiculous.
And another thing I'll say, which was a big difference between Split 1 and Split 2, is if you look at our comps in Split 1, like if you look at all of our comps, we only ran 2 comps that were meta. And it was this on Split, and it was Ascent. They were the only comps that we ran that were meta. On Icebox, this wasn't meta. No one was running the Sage. Bind, this wasn't meta. No one was really running the Cypher. Lotus, no one was running the Gecko in this comp. Sunset, no one was running the Viper. Like, we ran what we were good at. We didn't follow any meta. We just ran what we were good at.
The full exec interview with Omenald, and we're sprinting through water to plant on.
What would you have paid if you timed out before that round instead? I can't remember. I've read the question late, sorry. Don't Riot have one of the desk people on the broadcast listening to the comms? No idea. Don't think so. They just have production listening. And admins. What's Googly's specialty / role as a coach? Just a little bit of everything. Same as me. I don't believe in getting not Astral. I don't believe in getting assistants like just to do fucking lineups. Like, what's the point? Like, they need to have some kind of an opinion. They need to theory craft with me, be able to make things together. We do anti-strand together. He does find lineups if we need them, but I'm a big believer that players, like, we will tell the player where they need a lineup for, and they go find it because they'll remember it better. Yeah, a little bit of everything. But yeah, we lost Lotus, and we should have won, but that sums up like how our first maps went. You see those losses that we had there, the rounds. It shouldn't really happen. We go to Sunset, and hey, Oxy's activated. Again, we just forget the first map, on to the next. We win Sunset, and then we play Split, and Split for us was like, in this first Split, it was very much one of our better maps. We didn't want to pick it because we'd been banning it in kickoff, so we didn't want to pick it, but we wanted teams to pick it against us. And we thought EG would pick it here against us, but they didn't. They left it, and then we played it, and we just shit on them. And it was like a trap card for us. And then as soon as this happened, I think not many people wanted to play it versus. Then we go into Loud. Again, we picked Bind because we thought it was one of our best maps. And again, if I remember, we should have won. It was like 10-8? Like, we should have won this map. This should have been a 2-0. I can't remember what were the like main rounds we lost. But this should have been a 2-0. This should have been 100%. This should have been a 2-0. This should not have been a 2-1. This should never have gone to Lotus. The same way the EG game. It should have been a 2-0. The kill on top of B site with Viper here. Was it here? It's this round. It's this round. 10-8. They're on a shitty buy. We call it perfectly. We're in sight. We're doing the Viper ult. Well, I kind of think Dylan's trolling by staying up here, but I think Dylan should be dropping down here. But it's still, like, he just gets spammed. But I'm pretty sure he should drop down and be in this area.
He pushed out forward. How did he get that? Just spammed him through the smoke. 2v2 now. QCK.
And then Oxy, I remember. Oh, bro, if it specs him, I remember because we had a conversation about this as well. Like, he's putting himself where he has to watch this and this, whereas his angle should be like he should go left, where he only has to look at this. They will come into his crosshair from here. Like, he shouldn't be holding out like this, where he has to watch both. He should be positioned so this is in line with this, and he only has to look at this.
Let's still have his wall. Oh, there it is. As the wall goes up, Oxy goes down. Moose is left alone. 1v2 with the molly in his lap, gets the first. The room better buy some time. QCK got into half. The mind games right now. It forces the swing and QCK round. Okay. I mean, if they're never out of it.
A good old Thrifty to make us lose a map. Now we're against Now it's this, and we're just destined for OT here.
I wonder.
OT or a loss.
Heavy delay on this A side. And maybe wait for
Like
the
it's so
retake
hard to win
for the retake.
consistently now versus these ults. They spread their ults correctly, but I don't even think they do. I remember we were like, bro, why is this guy using his ult? Oh, yeah, there was this round as well. There was this round. Like, how does this kill 2 people? Please explain to me how this rocket kills him and him. My rocket wouldn't even kill this guy. Like, how? How does that kill him? My rocket would kill me. That's what I'm saying. We invest our ults on the eco. This fucking satchel knocks him into the TP. Like, bro. You've got the spam. You've got the spam. You've got the rocket. Then you got this satchel fucking knocks us into the TP.
That wasn't the intent. This is big for less.
He dies.
I mean, that's huge.
Like, bro. This was actually insane what happened.
Get out two, and you still have.
And he's the one who. There's no way this is happening. Oh, he's getting pressed. He's getting pushed. And he's the one who punishes.
There's just no way this is happening.
Zeppa gets another. They're gonna snatch this thing back. There's no way this is happening. Les has gotten 3. A 1v2.
Do we lose this round? We don't lose this round. There's no way we lose this round. We don't lose this round.
Vanity confident about.
No, no, we win it. We win it. We win it. We win it. Then we do this. Solo. Again. Things I spoke about. That lost his maps, lost his rounds, lost his key things. There's no reason for him to satchel out here and die. There's absolutely 0 reason. Something Oxy's got much better at not doing. But again, you have to give your duelist freedom to do these things. But that is like, these are the times where it's like, okay, I'll just re-go with my team. Like, we got no control. I don't need to force the issue. But then, we destroyed them on Icebox, which, again, our best map. We expected to destroy them. We were the only one playing this comp, which I still think is the best Icebox comp. I still think the Sage is the best Icebox comp you can play. And then Lotus, I don't know, they played Deadlock. Again, we loaded in, we seen a Deadlock, we were like, what's going on? And gave us that little bit of confidence after winning as well. It gave us extra confidence that we were just going to win this map. They also had like nothing to break Wingman really, apart from the raise nade. Yeah, and then we played that one on the 21st, and then we had to play on the 23rd. So we had to go into another game on the 23rd because it was Super Week. I think we were the only team who had to play 2 games like this in 2 days. And we were horrible in this map. In this one, we were... Yeah, this was the worst I ever seen us play. We had them picking bind or split, and they picked bind, but then they banned split, which was interesting, but it didn't matter because we got too old. And this is when we first discovered that our ascent is trash. But it was one of those where the way our ascent worked, it wasn't necessarily our ascent was bad. I don't know what happened, but our mental was really weird. If we won pistol, we were going to have a good half. But we would lose pistol, then we lose bonus, then we lose verse ult, and we just get snowballed and we just lose. That happened a lot to us. Bind, though, we should have won bind. If I remember, we played really bad. But we knew what they were going to do all the time. Because I think me and Googly antied them. And they basically always played in this area. They always played here. They never really played like spread out. They were always grouped here. And they would retake or flood in. And they would just keep like backside. And we just played horribly. We just played really bad. This is the worst I've ever seen us play.
That's the Boostio special, man.
Like, we had no chance in this game. We were just really, really bad. I don't know what else to say or how to talk about it. Or how to explain why we were bad. I couldn't. I couldn't tell you. Cryo had an insane round at some point as well. You get bonused. We lost both pistols. Get bonused in both the Ascent and this. This is the round. I'm pretty sure this is the round.
I think they might be. They're starting to creep forward. The Prowler first used. I don't think they got caught. Far up.
Cryo peeks out. And nobody moving from the B side for 100 Thieves, but Cryo.
Like, I can't remember, but our teammate is... We needed. We're needed off. Oxy's all the way here. We have to heal up. We have no one who can trade him. Again, we have so much util. One dead. Next dead. Next dead. But yeah, I don't want to sit on this game too long. This game was terrible. This game was really bad. But to be fair to us, we had a good mental of like shrugging things off and just being like, we know that that was really bad. Like, let's just move on. A bit like when we lose first maps. And then this one, again, wow. Hey. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I ain't never seen anything like this in my fucking whole career. We knew they were going to pick Ascent. Did I know they were going to pick Ascent? Okay, in this one we were a little bit confused about what they were going to pick, actually. They were usually banning Sunset and then Ascent, but we said they might pick Ascent because of how shit we looked on it. And that's exactly what they did. They banned the Sunset, which we knew they were going to do. And then we had a feeling they could pick Ascent because we were so bad on it, and they did. And then our picks were always going to be Lotus or Sunset. So we picked Lotus. And then Bind goes to last. Did you miss out on it? Yes, but it's going on YouTube, so it's okay. Yeah, we just, again, it's just one of those. Again, I have to have that conversation where I'm like, okay, guys, we've lost first map. It's fine. It's whatever. We always lose first map. It's okay, guys. Let's go next. But eventually, having that conversation really weighed on me as the thing went on. But again, here I was like, wow, that was something. We nearly got 13-0'd, starting defense side on Ascent. But yeah, we went into Lotus. Again, we knew how good we were on Lotus. And then at this point, our map pool kind of changed to... I'd say our map pool went a little bit like this. I think Bind had come down. I think our map pool went a little bit like this. Let's move this to here. I think I went like this. I don't know if Googly's in the chat. He can tell me as well if he thinks that. But it went a little bit something like this at this point, where we like our best map. We love Icebox. We'll play Icebox versus anyone. Lotus seems to be a really good fucking solid map for us. Sunset, we always seem to win it. And then Bind, after our loss, was a little bit like, oh, we knew we were still good on it, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, like all of these were together. Like we still thought we had a really good map pool, but we had two big weaknesses. But even here, Ascent was like, I don't know, in scrims it weren't that bad. I don't know how to tell you guys. It just weren't that bad in scrims. It was actually pretty fucking good. But yeah, we had Lotus pretty fucking easily. And then Bind. Oh, did this get close? It was getting a little bit rough here. I was getting a little bit scared in this area because we were kind of throwing rounds. but I think it was never in doubt. I think we were always going to win. But a lot of these maps, a lot of these games should have been 2-0s. Lev, I won't say should have been a 2-0 because 1, Aspos destroyed us. 2, we just didn't play ourselves on Icebox. This one, this should have been a 2-0. There's no doubt in my mind this should have been a 2-0. We should never have offloaded this. Loud should have been a 2-0. 100% this should have been a 2-0. We should have been 2-0 in teams. 100 Thieves, wow. We don't talk about that game. That game's gone. That's out of the memory. FURIA, nah, we just got fucking destroyed on Ascent. Unacceptable, really. Yeah, the round that won us this game, like secured it, was, like, I'm pretty sure it was, we get the entry, we're 5v3, and then Havoc has like a life round. We don't clear him. One goes in on his own. Now we're just spamming. We're just letting him do what he wants to do. He played it well, to be fair. But that should have been a round for us. And sticking this was really important. Dying to put the spike down was really important. And yeah, if I see Oxy in this position, I have no doubt in my mind he's getting 2. Like, he's definitely getting 1, but in my mind, he's getting 2 and the round's done. Like, it's very rare he misses this kind of position. And then we lose 2 again. So this is where I started thinking it was getting a little bit. Because Oxy hero round gets us out of it. Then another Oxy hero round is going to get us out of it. So we weren't playing well. This round. 1v3. Yeah. So we could have lost this, and this is what I was saying. Like, when I was looking in scrims at our bind, I really didn't think our bind was up here. I thought our bind was like here. But sometimes, as a coach, you can't just be like, our bind's not good. Pour our bind B. Like, we shouldn't be playing bind. Like, it doesn't work like that. Our team's confident on it. We're winning scrims on it. Yes, we see issues. But you've also got to know how to get those issues across to your teammates and try and fix them. And sometimes it's hard to tell them that a map is down here when they think it's up here. And everyone was in that same boat. I think I might be the only one who was like, I don't think it's as good as we think it is. But then there was also maps where I didn't think they were as good as what they were, but they were actually insane. Like Sunset, for instance. I didn't think Sunset was like our best map, but over the whole season, hey, it was our fucking best map. But yeah, Oxy gets us through this, to be honest. This should have been a lot easier, but hey, that's Oxy's job. MIBR, well, wow. We nearly lost the first map again, I remember. We actually started trolling. So we got here, and then on this round, we decided to save our pistol. We didn't want to use our pistol because we thought the game was won. We never made that mistake again. But yeah, every round got close. But hey, we came out with a first map, and at the end of it, we were like, wow, we won a first. This was the first day that we played with the tennis balls. I'm pretty sure this was the first time we started doing like throwing tennis balls to each other, doing the reaction test with tennis balls. This is the first time we did it, I'm pretty sure. And we ended up with a first map win. So we were kind of copium in that. But hey, we still ended up being bad on first maps again. But yeah. Okay, so one thing I don't like about Americas is you finish your stage 1. And then 3 days later, you have to play your playoff game. And I just think that's stupid. If I'm completely honest, I just think that's stupid. You should be playing it the next week. Like, why would you play? Why would you start playoffs 3 days after you've just finished your season? Let teams rest. Let teams prep. Let teams get ready for their matches. Why are we playing the game 3 days later? Like, I don't understand it. But yeah, we can talk about this game. Going into this game, going into this bracket, me and the team have never been more confident that we were going to Shanghai. We have never been more confident that we were going to win this, and we were getting to here. Honestly, never been more confident in my life. Like, we thought we were better than G2. We knew we were better than Crew. And in the end, the two teams that we lost to in both fucking playoffs was G2 and Crew. But we were so sure, bro. We were so confident. And then we get into the game, and G2's playstyle just completely fucked us. We knew they were good on Lotus, but we knew we were good on Lotus, and we thought we would win Lotus. I really thought. I still think we should have. It was here where it gets fucked. We still should have won Lotus. We knew they banned Sunset, we knew we banned Bees. They picked Ascent, which we were kind of knew was coming. But we were happy to play it because they weren't great on it either. And then Bind being left was rough for us. I think we had to. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how this would have went, to be honest. 'Cause we played G2 in a scrim. I think this is also why we were very confident. We played G2 in a scrim on Bind. And we won. Oh, bro. What score did we win? 20-4, 21-3. Like, it was decimation. So we were just super confident going into this game. And I'll tell you, round by round, me and Googly had spoke all season about taking ones, being smart in situations. There's a round, I'd love to go back and compare it now. There was a round in another game, right? I'm not going to say what player, but a player just goes, fuck it, I'm going to fight. And he wins the fight and we win the round. But it came down to a 1v1 at the end. And I was like, if we do that, we will get punished in the long run. Like, if we're in good advantage positions where we can use our teammates, we can peek with each other, use your teammate, peek with them. If we keep taking ones, it will come back and it will punish us in the long run. Like, we will get found out and we will fucking lose. But it was winning. So again, trying to explain to people who are winning by fighting, they're winning by taking duels, that it will eventually cost you, is one of the hardest things to do as a coach, because it's just very hard to tell a player who is winning, doing the things they're doing, that it's not the correct way to do it. You have to have like a sit down conversation. You have to be very open minded, and you have to try and get it across that way, or you just have to wait for it to go wrong. And that's the only way. They're the only ways you can fix it. And it's not even that the player's stubborn. I get it. I've been a player. It's what works for you. You're confident you're going to win that fight all the time. Why would you not take the fight? And you are winning it. 9 times out of 10, you're winning it. Why would you not take it, whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing to do? This is something that viewers don't understand as well. Like, you just don't get it unless you've been a player. And that's why I like to think I'm a decent coach, because I've done both sides of the coin. Hey, 4-0 up. It's all going well. With one pistol, we've bonused them, reading them like a book. We know where Leaf's going to lurk. We know they send Jonah up to lurk. Like, we know everyone where they are. Like, we literally, we have fucking UAV. We know everything that's going on.
I think we heard Josh Artista slow playing him. Need an Oxy. He's just gonna
Oxy's got ult. We get the opening kill again. I was pretty sure they were scared of Oxy. Like, if Oxy was somewhere, they would just go the opposite way. Because let's be honest, Oxy was our win con
hit towards
a
the
lot
site.
of the time.
You're using your bodies, you're jiggle peeking, but Oxy seems to be really quick on that.
But we
trigger
didn't. We
for
just
today's
know.
game.
We know what's going on.
Forces now G2 to once again work towards this A site. Where is that Killjoy utility? Is that left behind by Moose? No, it's a safe plant. Out for A main.
Alright, we're gonna retake with.
Push towards that
Right.
spawn.
Hey, 5v3. We've got Razult. We're about to retake with. It's 5-0. It's a dream.
Always ready for that.
It's gonna be 5-0.
Chance now for all
Can't
Cloud9
lose.
to be all grouped up towards heaven.
That's the second time Moose has started these retakes from that drop spot.
Ants away. He's holding this push. They need to take space. It's a 5v3.
So even
Flash comes in. Here comes the ult.
Here goes Oxy.
Showstopper clears out the
He's
side.
still got
Just
nade.
coming in towards the spawn once again at the staircase.
We technically haven't cleared shit, but it's okay.
Kennedy slowly moving
We ult
through
tree. Wingman's on. Wingman's got it half.
the rest of the attack on G2 are pushing down that staircase. There's that
Right. Hey. We can't lose this game, guys. This is it.
flank from behind as Trent and Jonah beat
Alright. 3v1. The spike is halved. We can't lose. There's only one way we can lose this now. There's only one way we can.
still got two before they
There's one.
Icy alone.
There's two.
There's his two. Nice flat tap.
There's three.
In Duke's here. Where now they lock.
And there's me.
Immy's feeling the pressure. He knows how much A has taken a hit
I ain't feeling the pressure, bro. I want to fucking head kick my teammates.
here. And where's G2 going? They can go to A, but now they flex towards somewhere else on the map, and C9 is going to be less.
Now they have results. But you know what?
The other side of the map now.
Again,
They're gonna get
like I said, we're usually good at shrugging things off. So
okay.
it's okay. We got ult.
Thrown by G2 towards C. And that turret gets
I don't know how.
that turret, so they could try to
We rotated off here. We have early info with this turret. This is something I was talking about what Jordan could have done. He could have put alarm bot here or turret, whatever it is.
delay. That's the name of the game right now for Moose and for Rooney towards this B and C side. And as that Haunt gets thrown by G2 towards C, and that turret gets broken, you start seeing the players pivot a little bit across here towards the C side. Here's a showstopper coming out from Icy. And they're just going to wait it out here to play that retake. They have also a lockdown for G2.
Now they have Killjoy ult.
Here comes Thrash.
And then that lockdown immediately gets put down on the attack, though. So that's not going to give too much information for C9.
Yeah, G2 actually played this round really well.
Lockdown either, and looks like C9 looking to flood through.
But
Finally can line up
we
against
had.
the attack, though, so that's not
Did
gonna
we do
give
the
too much
lineup?
information. And then
We don't do line, but we had a lot to break this stuff. We end up throwing Gecko Molly. We should have been in our anti-killjoy setup really, but we throw nade and we throw Gecko Molly, so we still go for the round.
lockdown immediately gets put down on the attack, though, so that's not going to give
I'm not sure why we jumped this over here and didn't bring it this way, but
information for C9.
sure, we
No
need
way
it.
to break that lockdown either, and looks like C9 looking to flood through. Finally gets broken, but they've lost players in the process. It's a full.
But it's kind of like the little things, like
No lineup.
we haven't cleared this. Like we just Gecko ulted in and we didn't send it this way. We just jumped over. Like how have we not cleared this? And then we're unaware that there could be someone there. These little tiny things were costing us rounds. Do I pause? Yeah, I pause. Okay, so here I paused and I called something. Now I can't remember what I paused, but I'm getting flashbacks now because look at this. You think I've paused and said don't play C? Like I can't remember where I paused, but people ended up fucking like, and at this point I was like, wow, our heads are gone. Our heads are actually gone.
Focus alive. So it's go. So they could a second.
And if they go A, I look like a fucking genius. But now, look, we're like, we're 30 seconds in, and now we're like, oh, no one's got C, guys. Someone needs to go to C.
I think waiting the previous round before gives G2 a good idea that it will make C9 move. They will.
And this is where I was like, wow, we're in
G2 is going to get that result.
a lot of trouble right now. We just gave them the whole map. The whole map.
That it was a walk in towards C. And he read incorrectly, forced now to play the retake once.
And now I look like a fucking idiot because this is after my tac pause, and we don't know what we're doing.
For a bit, but still has the alarm bot pretty much.
It's little things like the Viper should be the first one here. These two don't need to both be running through spawn to get there. Raze just comes here, picks this up, or Gecko. One of them goes here. The Viper goes here. Like, we're just skipping steps. We're just over rotating.
Well, they actually
And then we're like,
inserted this time.
then we end up like this, which is
something
pretty
we
good.
have actually seen to get a few of these guns out of the G2 hands. The economy's building. Alt
Oh,
economy as well. And
I remember
G2's
this
map
round.
read here is just too good.
Have a prowler to work with too if they want
It's
to
the look from Zeppa.
Rubble, but
Zeppa
once again,
sees.
G2 once again is walking for the contact, and there you go.
This is where nerves get us as well. Like I'm talking about, like I'm not gonna harp on more about this. I'm just gonna show this one round, and I'm just gonna say, listen, nerves got us, and we got fucked, and that's what it is. That's all it comes down to. We didn't play like ourselves. But here, he's jiggling. We have a guy here, and said this himself, and the whole team said it. We don't throw the flash here. In a scrim or whatever it is, we don't throw the flash. We just peek. We just peek. As soon as they see him now, we just peek. We don't need to throw the flash. And just swings out, gets 2 free kills.
For the contact, and there you go. Step aside, the paranoia comes out, but no shots come through. No trigger discipline to come out. You're trying to play the hero play alone from Rubble after that flash. Because that Viper wall comes up and you have no help at all. And that's a site that was open towards this B site now because G2 broke that door and pivoted over while C9 was rotating towards this A site. They managed to come back on top now for Cloud9. Nice paint shells at the feet of Valen. Plant coming down, but Oxy pushing forward. Another fall, flicking over towards that left side.
That was the biggest thing. We just kind of fell apart. We had that one round where you get to 1v3. That was stupid. Then they play a good round here, and we just fell apart. And then on Ascent, we changed comp, and we had a really good fucking go on Ascent. But yeah, it was a shame that it came like this because we were so confident we were going to win. Like, the most confident I've ever been that we were going to win. And it just kind of fell apart. And then after the season, after the split, we took 2 weeks, a week maybe, to just, maybe 10 days to just figure our shit out. And then the meta changed. I'll talk about it next time. The meta changed. We dove into breach comps. We started following the meta, which obviously here you can see we didn't follow no meta. We did what was good for us. And you'll see near the end of Split 2, we went back to doing what's good for us. In this game, you can see we go to double controller. We just fell into doing what the meta was instead of just doing what suits us, and it cost us in this. And I think personalities clashed and things got a little bit heated and stuff like that as well, which I'll dive a little bit into, but I don't want to put out dirty laundry kind of thing. But I'll kind of do the same thing here, and I'll go through every game one by one next time. And I'll talk about like how we changed comps, because in this game we looked really good with the breach, and then after the game I was like, guys, I kind of want us to go back to playing our style and not playing things that, like, we changed every bro. We even changed our icebox, and I was happy with this change, but I was like, okay, we'll change it for this game, and then we'll change back. Like, we won't play this again, and then we end up playing it again, and we just, yeah, everything just went messy in Split 2. But it was really this that killed us. Like, this should have been. We should have went to Shanghai. We really, really, really should have made Shanghai. And this one was a killer as well, because we also definitely could have won this game. And as stupid as it sounds, we were actually quite confident versus Lev. It's one of the better teams that we're confident our playstyle worked against. But yeah, we should have won this too. But I'll talk about Split 2 next time.